that you know, enjoy dressing up like animals, furry animals, and congregating.
Good word, solid vocab.
So, but that probably doesn't answer your question, does it?
You look like you're just reminiscing. Oh, memories.
I think if you could just see the inside of my brain right now. I'm so happily married to a lovely woman. I particularly, you ever see Birthright? You ever see the episode Birthright?
Probably.
It was where we went, and it was the race of women that were. See, I wrote that episode. And I wrote it for a reason. No, we had been trying to figure out a way to do kind of an Amazonian sort of show, so I offered to take a swing at it. So to answer your question, yeah, the Knocks were my favorite.
So as I was saying, these guys stole my first question. I was going to ask about Dark Knight, and the reporter in Amsterdam stole my second question about your symbiote.
That's not my symbiote.
So, okay.
Can I tell you something? That just reminded me of something. Okay, so you know, I've made no secret of my great love for Big Bang Theory. So I've been trying to lobby to get on Big Bang Theory. So Chuck Lorre was at the Saturn Awards, and he literally had security take me away from him. But I had the whole thing, I had the whole episode. Okay, did you see the one that Sackhoff was on, and she's like in the tub, and blah, 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 and Sheldon's daydreaming, da, da, da. So, Sheldon is daydreaming, and he's asking me, you know, about the Jaffa culture, da, da, da. And then there's kind of an uncomfortable, like, silence. And I say, Sheldon, that is not my symbiote. I'm not exactly sure why I just told that story.
Well, my serious question, I watched Stargate from beginning to end on Netflix once it was all out, so that I could watch kind of the whole thing unfold. And just watching it like that and seeing some of the characters leave, but your character stayed, and I think, well, except for a little bit, Daniel Jackson was mostly there and Carter was there, but you know, it's sentimental for fans, and it has to be even more sentimental for you, spending a decade of your life working on the show. I just wanted to know kind of how you felt about it. I wanted to comment that the very last episode, the season finale, where you just like stood like a boss in a time warp was awesome. It was fantastic. But yeah, I wanted to know how you felt about that, that change over time. That's my first question.
You know, it was always hard to see people come and go. Yeah, I mean, you get very closer to people, and it's so weird. I was just saying, Momo and I were talking last night, and it almost seems like it was so long ago, but it wasn't that long ago. But I mean, it was probably for about the first. I can remember. Okay, so we wrapped in October, I think, of '97. No, it's 97. 2007 or 8. I can't. And so that whole, what would have been our off season, I didn't even think about it. And then we started the movies the same time we would have started the series. So it wasn't until the following February that I actually missed it, because that would have been the normal time that we generally would have been starting. So it was really a few months of really like, what do I do now? It's like, I don't have to get up at like 4 o'clock this morning. I don't have to. I can eat. I can, I don't have to work out. I don't have to, So it's a very weird transition, and so I almost had to get like angry at it to stop missing it. But now I can just appreciate it. It was just a really wonderful 10 years. It was a ride that I was just very fortunate to be part of.
That's really awesome. I'm just going to make one comment really quick, is that, I watched the first few seasons and I thought it was great, and I really liked your character and Daniel Jackson's, but then I saw A Dog's Breakfast, and I was like, he's acting? I was like, he's doing such a great job. I didn't know
because I wasn't acting before.
I didn't know you were acting in Stargate, I was like, that's awesome. So, thank you so much for a wonderful show.
Oh, thank you, darling.
All right, we only have time for one more quick question real fast,
So, me and my... I'm sorry. Me and my sister are huge fans of the show. We own all 10 seasons, and I just wanted to know, who was your favorite system lord in the show?
Oh, wow. There's so many of them. I kind of have to say, Ball. He was just... Because it's just like British guys are always so camp, you know what I mean? And just the way he played them, it was like, I can't say that. He just had, and a lot of it was the way that Cliff interpreted him. He just had so much fun being Ball, It was, I just loved what Cliff did with it. I mean, they were all great, but I think my favorite would have to be Ball, just because he just found the right blend of like evil and camp, you know what I mean? So I would think it would have to be probably Ball.
Thank you.
Cheers. Wait, who's after me? Who's up after me? Oh, see, I can't even mess with George Takei. Maybe if it was anybody else, but you can't go mess with George Takei stage side. Oh no.